Red Cross. So if you want to get your CPR license, all you have to do is go to Rescue LLC, and guess what? You can get your CPR license.
I want to mention that we are live now. You can see us. We're on social media. We're on Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and let me get on Instagram. Let's get on Instagram and let's go ahead and say hello to those that are there waiting on us. So, Mr. E,
Yes.
today is Monday.
Today is Monday, better known as
This is our sports talk. I'm telling you, I'm excited because this weekend, and Mr. E talking about he couldn't find any NBA games until Sunday. Oh, but we're gonna go over some of the things that happened on our sports talk segment and for today, and just tell what we saw, what we enjoyed, what we didn't enjoy, Mr. E, the winners, the losers, and the fact that we are close to the playoffs.
That's right, Miss Hinton. First of all, we want to say congratulations to NSU.
Oh my goodness!
I heard that they won one part of the MEAC.
Yes.
The MEAC tournament.
MEAC, yes.
MEAC tournament, and we want to say congratulations to the green and the gold for outstanding job that you did. Also, we want to say congratulations to the U.S. women champion, the soccer team.
That was awesome.
The women did wonderful. They won the gold over there in the soccer team, and we want to say congratulations to them. You know, speaking of women, Miss Hinton, we don't find too many women fighting in basketball, but just before I go into the scoreboard, I just want to let everybody know that LSU and South Carolina got into one of the biggest brawls one could ever.
So what was that all about?
Listen. When you get them cats out there and them get to fight, you got a good cat fight. That was everybody was looking for them cats to get out there and fight. But this is the first time cat fight. A cat fight. That's the first time I ever seen women fighting in basketball. So
is that right?
That's right. That's the first time I ever experienced it. But when I saw that on yesterday, LSU, they ejected. I think they ejected both teams. Yeah. They ejected both teams, and South Carolina and LSU got kicked out of the game. You know, Miss Hinton, we go back to the NBA right now, but here's just some of the things that highlights that we gotta look at. I looked at the Milwaukee Bucks game. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks took on the LA Clippers, and they beat the Clippers 124 to 117.
Wait a minute, rewind. Say that again, Miss Steve.
The LA Clippers. The Clippers lost to the Bucks.
Okay.
124 to 117.
What did you think about that game?
Well, I saw that the Bucks looked pretty good. Milwaukee looked pretty good playing against the Clippers. Clippers still got to do some catch up. The Houston Rockets, they beat the Sacramento Kings. That was 112 to 104. What a great game. One of the running guards twisted his ankle on yesterday, and they had to wheel him out on in a wheelchair.
Wow.
The Indiana Pacers played against the Orlando Mavericks, and they beat the Mavericks 111 to 97. Now, some of these games, Miss Hinton, I saw, but they was not on. I got the score, but was not on. They were not televised.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the thing that one got to understand. How in the world did the Miami Heat allow the Washington Wizards, to beat them 110 to 108?
All right, so Miss C, tell us now. We want to get the seasons. We want to know how they're going throughout the season. These two teams.
You know
who's the best of the best? Who's been playing all year round, like a team, and just give us a little bit of numbers.
You know, Miss Hinton, when we begin to look at the NBA and their stats, standards. When we look at the standards of the NBA and we see what's going on, this Boston Celtics, they played 49 teams for the East and the West Conference. When we look at the conference game and their standards, we'll find that there are 15 teams in the Western Conference. And the Washington Wizards is next to Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons, listen to me. These are professional basketball players. They played 63 games so far. The Detroit Pistons only won 10.
Oh my.
And lost 53.
That is spooky.
The Washington Wizards, they won 11 and lost 53 games.
Well, both of them are not all bad. How about that?
But the Washington Wizards turned around and beat the Miami Heat.
What's the Heat? What is this?
The Heat won 35 games and lost 29.
Sometimes these games are unpredictable.
But here's the thing that gets me so much is when we look at the 15 teams that's playing basketball now, how in the world can so many teams play 63 games and only win 10?
I'm telling you, somebody.
Now you got to help me with those numbers.
Those numbers are really bad.
They're bad.
I'm going to tell you that right now.
63 games. The top of the Eastern Conference is this Boston Celtics. They played a total of 63 games. They won 49, and they lost 14. That's a great professional team there.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What would make a team that bad? What aren't they doing? What are they not doing right?
They're not playing basketball.
Besides that, are they practicing? Do they have motivation and high team morale? What's going on that the numbers are bad? Are they normally compared to last season? Are they normally that bad?
Miss Hinton, I have not pulled up the track record from last year, but guess what? When there are 63 games that's being played, and you only win 10 or 11 or 16, you haven't made it to the 23 brackets or the 29 brackets. Something ain't right with that picture.
Well, what are your players doing? Are they making their number? What's going on?
That's what's happened to a lot of people. They got an individual standards, each individual standard, when they playing basketball. Last night, come to think about when you say they made numbers, last week, we found out that LeBron James,
yes,
he had 40,000 points?
He has over 40,000.
Over 40,000 points, and they still lost last week, but they rebounded.
They came back.
They rebounded last night. They won 120 to 109.
Yes.
So they won 120. But guess what the conference looked like to them?
What?
The conference is out of 15 games, out of 63 games, the Lakers won 36 games and lost 30.
Okay.
So that's good.
Well, at least half. Okay.
But they're a dynasty. They supposed to be up there with the Oklahoma Thunders.
I think a lot of times we go by the name, the brand, and we hold them, high. We hold them up high, and when we say, this is what they used to do back in the day. This is what you got to do. You got to meet this mark right here.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're not playing with that same, skillful player, or you just don't have, the players don't have it like that. And so even though you have the brand name, you just don't have people that are able to make that mark.
And that's the thing about it. They don't have people to make the mark. Yeah, they do. If you look at the Lakers are a dynasty.
Okay.
The Lakers supposed to be the number uno team in America.
Okay.
They supposed to be the top brand that's running around
the
here.
The brand. Okay, the Lakers.
Lakers.
You said supposed.
Now let's go back to old basketball. Let's look at the Lakers. Now you remember the Lakers back in the day. They had a brand. And because they had a brand, what they should have been doing is keeping up with the brand. They should have been kicking and winning and screaming and had folks run out there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, they shoulda, woulda, and they coulda. But guess what? They're not doing.
They're doing halfway decent. 30 something to 30. That's halfway decent. They won the game on last evening. They look good. Let's hope that they can keep it going. I mean, you don't have but so many games until you get to the playoffs, but they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, they made it. They made it. That's by
right.
The skin of their chin.
Yes.
You know, so when we look at the Golden State Warriors, who also didn't play this weekend, they played, I think, on.
They come on Saturday. What coming up this Saturday?
Right. But the Pelicans.
But who are they playing though?
The Pelicans are playing the Atlanta.
I'm talking about the Warriors.
The Warriors, who they're playing this week. Let's say
is it the Lakers?
Let's see what games that the Warriors will be playing tonight. The Warriors come on tonight at 8:00, and they're playing the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, this week they're playing the Spurs
at 8:00 tonight. And the Detroit Pistons play at the Hornet on tonight. And so the Phoenix Suns playing Cavaliers. So they playing good basketball tonight. All right.
Well, let's go back to your team. The Pelicans.
My Pelicans. The Pelicans are doing a wonderful job. I am so proud of the Pelicans.
They won 116 to the Hawks 103. So they were doing something.
That's right. They were doing something right, because when you look at the conference, the Western Conference, what they are in, the Pelicans are number 5 in the Western Conference.
That's awesome.
They won 39 games out of 25 and lost 25 games.
Okay.
So Zion is doing a wonderful job over there. See, if Anthony Davis, who got off last night with the Lakers, he really put it together last night.
Why was his nose bleeding?
Well, somebody hit him.
I saw the tissue in his nose. I said, wait a minute, I missed that. Yeah. But he was playing ball. He was all right.
He was playing at both ends of the field.
Yeah.
So they should be him and Reese and LeBron and that whole squad should be killing folks. Should be knocking Jack right off the box. Well, we got a few minutes for a phone call. What do y'all think? What do y'all think out there, basketball players? Do y'all think that the LA Lakers should be taking over the whole squad, the whole season, and they should be going hard? It should win every game there is. Give us a call at 757-624-9475. That's 757-624-9475. I really think that the Lakers are overrated.
I don't know. I think they're doing halfway decent. We know what happened last season. Magic Johnson had to come down in and whip them. I remember that, Mr. Steve. So maybe this year, this season will be a little bit better.
Do you think that Magic Johnson whipped them and then packed them? Did he whip them and packed up and got ready to go? Went to Washington and started playing football.
Jumped out the frying pan into the fire.
What?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I want you to hurry and get to the 76ers and the Knicks now, because I thought that was a pretty decent game, but it was a low scoring game.
It was a tight game. It was it was just like 79-73. That was the final score for the 76ers, who are 36-28, and the Knicks, who are 37-27.
That's not bad. They like toe to toe.
Yeah.
And the scores 79-73 was kind of together, but it was interesting, kind of.
Tell me what you thought about the game last night.
I thought it was pretty. I don't mind when they're toe to toe, but I think somebody should have broke out, did something real interesting, exciting. It was a easy going, laid back, 76. I think there was a little drama though. I think something happened. I think somebody was gonna try to do something to somebody on the other team, but it was. I'll put it like this. I think the game with the Lakers was a much interesting game.
Well,
I
see,
think so.
well, when I saw the Lakers play last night, when I saw the Lakers in that battle, the Lakers should have ran away with the game. The Timberwolves gave them a run for their money.
I'll tell you what it was about the 76ers and the 76ers and the Knicks. I kind of like don't have a team, so those two teams. I kind of like could care less who won or lost. I think that's what it is. I think that's what made me feel, like more laid back and whatever. With the Lakers again, the brand again, you got LeBron and different ones on the team, and so you more like hype. And you feel like there's a different energy and people are hyped. So the game with the 76ers, even though I watched it, it was okay. I wasn't into it like I was some of the other games.
Okay. So we got the Nets. They beat the Cavaliers 120-101. The Grizzlies lost to the OKC. The Thunders 124-93. The Atlanta Hawks lost to the Pelicans. And I like saying that because I like that fella by the name of Zion, who's doing a wonderful job there.
I'm going to have to check out the Pelicans. I haven't yet. I want to see who this Zion is.
That's a big old basketball player. He's a good boy that's playing real good basketball.
Well, that sounds really good, Mr. E. So I tell you what, guess you all can come over here for a little while. We'll talk a little bit more about what's coming up with FYI, and you all come on. God bless you. We're going to see you on Wednesday. Where I am.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9, Peace 95.3, and WPCE 1400 AM, and on all social media platforms. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you'd like to be a sponsor, special guest, or intern, give us a call at 757-714-7861. Again, that number is 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. And don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Bye now.
Well. We want to say thank you for joining us this morning. We got a little bit behind because of technical difficulties in the station, but we're here up and popping. We may be on this evening. Make sure you look and see if we're going to be on our FYI After Dark. And, we hope to join you then. Also on Wednesday, don't forget to join us for What's Under the Hat. And on Fun Friday, we're going to highlight International Women in History. I can't wait. I'm excited about that because, they're talking about it everywhere. And so we celebrate women. We celebrate all us ladies. Look, whether you're on the big stage, the small stage, or whatever stage, wherever you are, we want to say thank you, women, for all that you do, all that you are. And, we just want to congratulate us for being us. Also, look, I wanted to mention the Oscars. There were a lot of ladies that was congratulated and celebrated on last evening. If we come on, we'll probably talk a little bit about the Oscars and some of those beautiful dresses and outfits, suits and all kind of things. People were looking good. Seemed like people were kind of happy. I still feel a little some kind of way about the Oscars. If we're on this evening, we'll talk a little bit about that. And, it still looks like it's, it's just something about it that it seems like it's a club that is kind of like is exclusive in a sense. And so, we can talk about that as well. But we want to thank you so much again for joining us. If you didn't see our new platform, it should be up and popping. It goes through a channel of, they have to make sure everything is up and popping on those new channels. But the new channel is FYI Radio, host Yolanda Hinton. Crystal Records One is the other one. And so we want you to be able to subscribe to both of those channels, watch them, whenever it pops up, either way, or either join us on our Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And so we look to see you on those platforms. We need the numbers. Not only here, but on our Facebook page. You can go and you can follow us there. You can also, share there at our Facebook page, FYI Radio Show hosted by Yolanda Hinton. On that page, FYI, or One FYI Radio Show. That's on Instagram. You can be a part of that platform, but make sure you like and share. Let's see if anyone is on our Instagram page. It was supposed to be live. I don't know what's going on here. Oh no, here it is. We are on live. Here we go. And so hopefully we will, let's see, we want to shout you out. And if we see you on our platforms, we definitely will. But anyway, Linda Griffin, thank you. She said, women definitely run the world. Personally, I think we need a woman president. That would be wonderful. Don't you think, Miss Steve?
Yeah.
Look, Mark Howard is watching. He says, good morning, MEAC tournament week. Go Spartans. He said, congratulations to Dawn Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Gamecock?
Yes. And Mark said, love the content. Thank you so much. Anybody else that's on, make sure you comment. We want to acknowledge you. We want to shout you out. We want to thank you for being a part of this platform. And so, yeah, Mr. E. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy the sports this weekend? Even though it was, okay, I want to ask you, first of all, how come some don't appear? You said some you didn't get a chance to see some because some were not, on regular TV.
Because some of the games, because other stations has taken over the main stations. Like, for example, the World Cup, soccer, golf had 13, racing has part of it. It was a lot of sports that taking on the main stages of a lot of stations. But if it had been football, guess what? Football would have been shown.
Well, we know where we can find that. We can find that anywhere. But there were highlights on some of the sports, ESPN and things like that. And you can also, kind of like look at highlights online and everything. Just Google, what you feel like you missed, and you'll see the pictures or reels or something that will highlight some of these games. I'm interested in MEAC right here in the Hampton Roads area. That's going on. And, are you going to get a chance to go this year?
Miss Hinton, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to go because MEAC, to me, I don't know anything about the college teams that are playing. No. I if I was into college ball. I'm not into college basketball. I'm into football and I'm into pro football. And when it comes to playing any college ball, one of the hardest things, I just like to watch sports. Mm-hmm. And if I knew some of the players that was playing for NSU, yeah, I would follow them.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, just like I said, the brand NSU, that's right here in our own backyard. MEAC's been going on
for years,
for such a long, long time. I think I would really at least try to get a game in sometime, in my life and, support of those that play here in the Hampton Roads area, from the Hampton Roads area. Also, I wanted to get back to Women's History Month, and we are definitely going to highlight women in sports. I know women's in WNBA basketball will be starting soon, and we're going to definitely highlight women in sports and who's doing what. I know Mr. E mentioned the soccer team, and he mentioned the college, LSU. Uh, and so, we're going to definitely make sure we get that in. We want to make sure we talk about ladies, that what they're doing and how they have made an impact in sports. We discovered last year, we had a guest on last year that talked about professional football players, ladies, professional football ladies, football teams, and that was interesting. I thought that was awesome, and so we're definitely going to be highlighting
women playing football,
playing ball,
playing
ball, playing all kind of sports, all kind of sports.
MEAC, Mid-Atlantic Conference, has been held since 1972. It is a single elimination tournament, and seeding is based on regular season records. That's what MEDIAC is all about. In the 2024 tournaments that's held at the Norfolk Arena, that's from March 13th to March 16th. It's a 6-day event. The women basketball falls to North Carolina Century. These are some of the schools they give you. So that's one of the greatest things. Here's some more news that I want to put out there, Ms. Hinton, when it comes to sports, when it comes to giving information. Pittsburgh Steelers has got a new quarterback.
Absolutely, Mr. Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Mr. Russell Wilson, that used to play for the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos, is now going to Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, I tell you what, you got it like that, Russell. He's a great player. Maybe it'll do him some good to go somewhere else and play for some other team. Yeah. So we're gonna watch him. That's another thing. I like the idea that Russell, his family is right here from Hampton Road. So I'm like, hey, I'm cheering him on for sure. And I think it's a great thing.
And going back to basketball, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, Allen Iverson has a street over in Hampton named after him. We want to say congratulations that they recognize the our local talent that we have in the 757.
Our professionals, we got a lot of them, and we went over them just recently, telling you who's from our area, from the 757, from Virginia, and some big names. We want to say good morning to Roberta Carter. Thank you for joining us. So we may be on this evening. We're going to definitely let you know. You all just keep looking at our posts and things like that. And hopefully when we do, we are approved to be on that second YouTube channel and everything. So we shall see.
That's right. If you want to see a lot of our past broadcasts, all you have to do is go to YouTube, and you can see all of our shows right there on YouTube.
Crystal Records 1. And then it'll be FYI Radio host Yolanda Hinton. That'll be the second channel you'll see. It's a new channel, so you all can subscribe, but we will soon be putting up our live and putting up content, and you'll be the first to know.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
So listen, we're going to talk to you all in a little bit. Don't forget, Make It All Right. I want to thank all those that are buying the single, supporting the single, and everything. You can go wherever music is sold. Go to the link on my personal page, and you'll see. You can go right to it. Make It All Right is the name of the single. Also, the Royal Ladies Pie. I am so excited about that. You all can get it anytime. Special event, special occasion, for a Sunday dinner. BulvickAcademy.com. Visit that, BULVIC, where you'll see the books, the game app, and all those things that we do. The information, our anti-bullying information, that is key, and that's important for families, for children, for those that are visiting the site. Make sure you go to the blog section and see the information that's up there about bullying. And then there's a new feature that's going to be there. 2 new features. We'll tell you about that as we continue to build the website. So look, if you want to be a special guest sponsor, intern with FYI, Mr. E has the information.
If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page. Or if you want to be a part of our audience, send us your email. That's right. And we'll email you back to let you know that this date you'll be coming on and being a part of FYI audience.
All right. Well, God bless you. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we will see you later on. God bless you. Thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you so much for your support.
2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. 757